Right, Chris Tang, let's do this.
All right, let's count them down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tetris! Stress. And both rounds prior to this ending in a sweep.
We are chalk so far, 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3.
How is this going to turn out? Because with all that momentum coming into this, each of these players on fire here in the desert, already hot, but heating up further. Great players all around. DMJ building up way high.
Lots of max outs between these 4 players in quals. 7 or 6 for TetrisTime.
That's right.
5 for DMJ. Kirby, I think, had 4 and Oscar 2.
But yeah, all these players coming off a lot of momentum here. Okay, TetrisTime, bit of traffic up on top, a little jagged. It's going to need some good pieces to resolve this cleanly. This is Oscar's chance to catch up. Boom, Tetris for Oscar. But TetrisTime getting clean really fast. Is Tetris ready? And boom, Tetris for TetrisTime. Maintaining the lead now, 2 Tetrises ahead. Up on top, we were neck and neck. Kirby ahead by a Tetris now. But DMJ looking to answer back. Does so with this Tetris here. Okay, Kirby looking to set up a really crazy Vitz.
That's an extra Vitz.
Doesn't get the Vitz, but does a compound tuck with 2 pieces to achieve the same, and gets Tetris ready with it. You'd almost think that's like a dead drop well, but it's all going according to plan for Kirby, it seems.
Kirby was through a war in that previous round with the worst siege you could throw at him, so he's ready for any challenge. TetrisTime with a huge lead on Oscar early on, 80,000 points.
Yeah, TetrisTime really cranking up the efficiency here. Oscar with the holes on the board. And once again, Kirby with a lot of delayed stacking here, building, trying to be optimal, and does so. Kind of making a mess to keep things clean. Some good foresight and some good placement there to be able to pull that off. Getting a little dependent. Doesn't wait for the long bar there. Uses it for the Tetris. That's gone. Now we are neck and neck up on top. Oscar still trying to dig this out.
Yeah, DMJ's about to take the lead once he can uncover this well. And there it goes.
Boom, Tetris for DMJ. Neck and neck. Both play fields clean. Kirby scoring the Tetris first, and DMJ not far behind. Looking for that long bar, gets it. Back and forth we go. On the bottom, TetrisTime's lead expanding. 7 Tetrises ahead now. Oscar finally out of that dig, looking clean now. Oscar could really use some efficiency that we saw in that first game in that last match. That's what it's going to take to catch up at this point. TetrisTime now 8 Tetrises ahead.
Man.
Tetris ready. Boom. Tetris for TetrisTime. 400,000 points.
The tale of 2 matches. 380-point difference at the top, and it's incomparable difference at the bottom. 167,000.
TetrisTime now with the crazy overhang builds. How will these players deal with some setups? All right, with the Vitz. Elevated Vitz there for TetrisTime. You love to see it. Still 7 Tetris ahead, playing up high.
Wow.
While you're trying to maximize.
With the lead too, Chris.
Ultra aggression here, but that is the mark of someone with confidence.
That's 2025 CTWC Tetris there.
That's right. You know, TetrisTime having that kind of aggressive instinct, you know, from his previous runs back as a tapper, now adapting to rolling. Could be more powerful than ever.
Washington last weekend. He's looking to repeat 2 weeks in a row.
That's right.
I don't know if that's ever happened in our history of our great sport.
That history is ever growing, and now that we have so many more regionals, that becomes a possibility. I do not think it's happened before. TetrisTime in position to farm regionals, not just for whatever prize there may be, but for experience.
And for clarification, no, you do not get 2 seats at CTWC with 2 regional wins.
Okay. 10 Tetris is ahead. TetrisTime really
if you're
sharpening
Oscar,
that
what
efficiency.
can you do at this point? You just take every Mino you can. These dirty, set up for a dirty.
Yeah, another drought too. Up on top, DMJ, not the best board state. But after seeing that display of survival skills in that last round, DMJ clearly able to dig out of almost anything.
19's totally cash for DMJ.
Okay, Oscar getting clean again, looking to battle back with what's left.
299,000 point deficit.
Yeah, you don't see gaps get this big in any circumstance.
But that means you're surviving too. I mean, you don't see gaps like that because normally if there's an overmatch, the second player is topping out.
Yeah, it's a rare situation to see both top tier players, ones that are able to survive despite all of the issues.
Wow.
But yeah, TetrisTime having a great game here. 776.
And still being aggressive, Chris.
Yeah. Meanwhile, up on top, you're still neck and neck. DMJ with the Tetris. Kirby also bangs one down. It's going to be a close one up on top. Okay, Kirby getting the Tetris first. TetrisTime still more than 10 Tetrises ahead. Now 11. Could get an early max out here in the 27 range if this pace keeps up.
Kirby and DMJ tightening this one up here.
Yeah. Both using this momentum, playing so well.
They're back and forth between a half and a 1.5 Tetris deficit.
Boom, the simul Tetris.
I think for a split second, Kirby had the lead.
Simul Tetris and neck. This is a close one.
Dirty Tetris set of DMJ. My goodness.
Is he going to take it? Okay, it has forced to burn. Takes a triple. He did not tease me, but gets a dirty Tetris. That was the right call if you want to go for score.
Sometimes you just see the formations and get greedy on those, which don't count for anything. But not DMJ. He's up by. Well, he's down by 10,000 now.
Neck and neck. Wow!
Oh, look at the difference heading into 27.
2,000
points.
It's so close.
Wow!
And the level of skill here, the varied play style we're seeing from Kirby and DMJ. This is amazing. Both really playing up high here on 28. Are they going to go risky heading into kill screen?
Oh my goodness, look at this difference heading into 29.
Oh my goodness, wow.
1,000 points.
Double fist your cowbells here. Get them ready, Bidwell.
Speaking of TetrisTime at nearly a 1-2.
Okay, there it goes for kill screen. Both about to max. Nearly identical.
The difference here. This is all going to be about Tetris at level 29.
And they're lining out here just to get their max.
993 to 996.
Uh-oh. Left side. TetrisTime could get that over to the left. Yeah, boom. Tetris for Kirby. TetrisTime topping out at 1.249. What can Oscar do with this big of a deficit?
He couldn't get the spin. But this war at the top.
Yeah, still going. Double max up on top. Double kill screen up on top. Neck and neck still.
Tetris, he's ahead now. Kirby's ahead by a Tetris.
What a nail biter. This is crazy.
We might not have turned on the 39 double kill screen, but that will be in effect. That will be in effect. Okay. We will cut the games off if they did not flip the switch.
Yeah, it could be a tail of the tape here. Okay, Kirby having a little bit of cleanup. Okay, that left side needs to be cleared off.
Oh, Kirby.
Oh, covered it up.
Oh.
And that left side's not going to be
But a 1.5 Tetris
DMJ
deficit.
has
This
a
is not a gimme.
small chase down. 35. As Bidwell said, the double kill screen game shut off will be in effect. Has to earn that score, can't line it out.
37,000 points to go. You're going to need more than you can't just single this out.
Yeah, it's going to take a Tetris setup or something.
At least some doubles.
37.
24.
Okay, set
Two
up.
levels to go.
Boom!
Oh,
Tetris for DMJ.
nicely done, DMJ.
Does it with the Tetris on level 37. So,
Can you guys mix your double kill screens on? Mix your double kill screens on.
and 3,
2, 1,
Tetris!
Tetris!
Stress. Time. Okay, so yeah, last round was just a wild ride. TetrisTime with a huge lead over Oscar the entire way. But then up on top, we had this crazy neck-and-neck battle between DMJ and Kirby. How will that play out this time? All that momentum creating so much chaos. Simul Tetris on bottom.
Thank goodness for the 18 to give us our breath back.
Gotta respect the 18. There's a reason you don't want an early top out. Okay, TetrisTime playing up high as usual. Much more even game on the bottom as we start out. DMJ with some holes in the stack. It's going to be Kirby's chance to pull ahead, get out of that neck and neck territory that was prevalent through the last match or the last game.
Close game at the bottom. Oscar after that.
Roll reversal here.
Yeah, I mean, after that huge deficit this time, now it's a 1,900 point deficit.
Yeah, we know Oscar's fully capable of creating a deficit like that from the prior round. You have to be able to survive with both situations and that mindset, whatever it may be.
Oscar with the Tetris lead up
Yeah,
top.
Oscar
Kirby
with the lead.
coming back with a 2 Tetris lead.
First lead in the match for Oscar here.
Ooh, hangs the Z.
Nothing a tuck won't fix. I'm seeing a lot of creative tucks by Kirby. Oh, this is a spin.
Okay. Bad board turns worse. So DMJ's likely to come back here.
Yeah, clean
There's
board
one.
from DMJ. That's what you want, catching up. But Kirby's going to get out of this pretty quick. Right pieces fall.
Oh, there we go. That's how you clean, Chris.
Wow.
Dirty Tetris.
Yeah, Kirby with a lot of foresight here. We're seeing a lot of creative solves. Or is it really a solve if you're setting it up?
Yeah, I mean,
Creative setups here. That's the next generation thinking.
we call them a dirty Tetris because if you constantly play that way, you're likely to top out. But these players have encountered these situations so many times in so many practice rounds that they are looking to score with every Mino possible on that board.
Yeah, I mean, if the game isn't going to give you a crazy way to dig something out, make one, that's a power.
1 Tetris difference at the bottom. Oscar falling behind. But this is a little more manageable than last time.
Ooh.
Ooh, little late shift on that line piece to the left for Oscar.
Yeah, it's going to allow TetrisTime to pull ahead now. Tetris ready, and boom, Tetris for TetrisTime. The gun is loaded, and bang, another Tetris for TetrisTime. Now 80,000 point lead, 3 Tetrises ahead.
Oscar covering that well, but there's a Mino on that column 1 that needs to be filled in. And getting there is going to take some work.
And up on top, Kirby starting to pull away. DMJ firing back. You're all seeing these Kirby covering the well and then just using some creative way to get out of it in a couple of turns.
Oscar, nope, not going to go for the dirty Tetris way up there. Well's uncovered, Chris.
Tetris is all around.
So the fleet has grown to 3 Tetrises, 4 Tetrises now. Oscar just trying to get back into scoring position as fast as he can.
Yeah, cleanup mode for a little while, but TetrisTime pulling ahead with that efficiency, 85% here as we approach transition. Already over 500,000 points. Great efficiency there by TetrisTime. And Oscar playing one off the bottom, but clean otherwise. Boom, Tetris for Oscar. Going to continue playing off the bottom. Gets another dusty Tetris. Monster score coming from Kirby here, 547. Couple Tetrises to go. Yeah, Kirby has pulled away from DMJ.
Wow.
3 Tetrises ahead. And we'll hit transition with the next long bar if it comes. Kirby's Tetris ready. DMJ also Tetris ready. And boom, Tetris for Kirby into transition, 617. DMJ looking for that long bar. There it is. Tetris for DMJ.
Yeah, with Oscar being so far behind, he's going to play one off the bottom here.
Yeah. Oscar's been one off the bottom for a while. It's the right call. And playing well with it, too.
Yeah. What a solve by DMJ. Just, you think, is he setting up dirty? Is he just trying? One single line bar cleans all of his issues in one piece. But he's behind by 4 Tetrises, probably 150, wow, 150,000, 135,000.
Yeah, Kirby with commanding lead this time, not the neck and neck game that we had last game. And doesn't throw the long bar down the well that time. I wonder what the plan is. Okay, it does use that one for the triple. Kirby playing one off the bottom now, bangs down that Tetris. Meanwhile, Oscar continuing to do the same. Yeah, Oscar had a chance to clean that out, but it's going to just keep playing this way. It's been working. It's been reducing the deficit. Now only 2 Tetrises behind TetrisTime. Meanwhile, up on top, Kirby extending the lead now. Boom, Tetris for Kirby.
Normally, I'd say this is the time that DMJ has to go all out, but we can see what he can do at 29. So maybe it's more about getting to the bottom and setting up 29 Tetrises. Good scores all around.
Yeah, this is a strong game from everyone here, showing what they got. Desert Qualifier definitely has the heat turned on here. This is going to be a great match for the ages. Look at that.
5 years ago, we'd be losing our minds with all these potential million-point scores.
Kirby closing in on max out. So is TetrisTime. Get the bells ready.
I'd never do that. Oh, top out from Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar's going to top out there. TetrisTime was about to max out, but doesn't need it. Kirby, meanwhile, about to hit it. Boom.
There it is. Oh, not quite. A little early.
There
we go. Million points.
DMJ not far behind. Is set up for a couple of Tetrises. Needs to cash in some long bars. There's one. Boom. Tetris for DMJ. And another. Boom. Tetris for DMJ. Almost. Kirby continuing to Tetris. There's that max out for DMJ.
Just over a Tetris deficit. And DMJ has some more runway.
Oh, Kirby needs to get the board in a better state for a kill screen here.
Okay,
manages to get the tap to the left to clean that up. You don't want to have to do double burning here for...
DMJ's awfully high. Needs to open it up before kill. There it goes.
Okay, Kirby still kind of has some junk on the board after kill screen.
DMJ takes the lead.
Wow. DMJ with a better board state here, too. Kirby wants to clean up and get back safe.
Tetris for DMJ.
Oh, that left side.
Oh!
Yeah, Kirby's going to top out there. So right at the end,
brutal.
DMJ catching up all the way is able to take that round. And, yeah, we are both 2-0 on the top and bottom. Match point for both DMJ and TetrisTime.
Board state at 29 transition, the killer.
And yeah, we could potentially have even more sweeps coming in. The sweepers are possibly being swept. Kirby having to win this round to stay in the match. Same story for Oscar on the bottom. Count them down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Tetris. So everything on the line here in this match. Kirby having to win this round to stay in the match. Same story for Oscar down there. They've all fought this way down here, earning sweeps to get here. Who will be able to keep the momentum? Zero-point differential on the bottom. Both scoring Tetrises.
So relaxing at 18.
Yeah. The calm before the storm.
Very much.
But you still got to respect 18. DMJ setting up some kind of delayed burn setup here. That's at least the setup I imagine. Wow, the spin. I don't know what that one's called, but it was pretty cool.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kirby started 4 for 4 early on. 5 for 5. I guess that's how you're going to win. Just play perfect. Hard to beat that.
Now, Oscar with some great efficiency here. 91% Tetris rate. Needed a couple of long bars to complete that, but fills in
7
otherwise.
for Kirby now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, both players on the ropes here are busting out some incredibly high Tetris rates.
Board's getting a little out of control now for Kirby. But there it goes, number 8.
Yep, 100% Tetris rate.
And 9, why not?
Keep it going.
Set up a Vitz for to keep it going.
But yeah, after this display of versatility with the pieces, I mean, I would imagine
10.
Kirby, well, there's a burn, yeah. But Oscar staying above 93%. He's going to bang down another one. As I say, yeah, both players on the ropes really honing their efficiency here, almost as if to make up for lost wins. Okay, bunch of traffic on the board for Kirby. Oh, the left side. Could probably still survive with a good 5 tap. It's really high. That's going to be a hang. And DMJ is going to get a freebie with an early top out. And that's another sweep. DMJ taking the match over Kirby. But yeah, Kirby
playing
some
out.
Great games there. Strong showing going into the CTWC season. Can't wait to see you in Pasadena. Meanwhile, on the bottom, Oscar showing a strong game, battling back, hoping to stay alive in this tournament. Exactly what Oscar needs is a high, efficient game like that first round of the last match. TetrisTime not making it easy.
Yeah, kudos to Oscar. You can throw in the towel real easy in these matches when you're behind by this much, but he's probably playing the best he's played all day today.
Yeah, going the distance in that one drought-filled match, just behind the whole way, but kept playing till the end.
And he's going to be rewarded now with a 3.5 Tetris lead heading to a 100 line mark. It's a game of 3 stages, and we're about to enter the second stage.
Yep.
But you got to give an A+, and he sets up the T-tuck.
Yeah, I saw that adjustment too. A great foresight there for Oscar. Be able to set that up and make the most of the pieces. You saw it there again. Drop the piece in a different place and then tuck your next one. Boom, Tetris for Tetris time. Inching up ever so slightly, but both players able to maximize their boards with all the long bars. That's what you want to do. You always want to be Tetris ready or more, just in case more than one long bar came.
This is a dream competition 18 for Oscar.
That's right. Both players evolved now, having played different styles before, keeping up the grind, becoming better players.
Oscar's shaking his head because he had to make a single burn.
But yeah, I just love the stories here. You know, we've seen these players over the years, and they've always been strong, but you're seeing like new generations of players come in. Well, these guys say, you know, we were and still are evolving, not complacent, always improving.
I hate to say the P word, but if Oscar gets this next Tetris, this is a 650 plus transition, 654.
Yep.
Tremendous.
Yeah, very strong game. It's not even, Tetris Time's not even having a weak game here, but Oscar's just playing so well.
The transition,
okay, finally some holes. But Oscar should be able to clear this out. Wow, he's going to get a dirty triple out of that. Opts to create the dependency, but fills it in.
But, Chris, that lead's almost evaporated now.
Yeah. Tetris
that
Time.
Quickly.
Tetris Time could turn on the efficiency. I mean, we know a player that can survive the YOLO situations. If you need to turn on the aggression in a pinch, Tetris Time knows the time.
He's going to take the lead.
Yeah.
Just like that.
All it took was a few burns on Oscar's side. Oscar clean again, but just that little bit. Now that Tetrises are worth slightly more, Tetris Time turning on the efficiency, turning the tables at this stage.
Oscar looking for a well transfer, or is he going to play on column 7?
Okay, Tetris Time setting up some kind of burn. Opts to cover the well up high. So there's going to be some burns. This is Oscar's chance to get the momentum back. We're still neck and neck, but both players having to do a little bit of digging, and Tetris Time getting out first.
Oscar is just growling at his board. He wants it so bad.
Trying to get that back. Okay, it's almost open.
The T will do
takes
it.
the T for the double. And
nice.
Boom, Tetris or Oscar. Tetris Time now. Tetris ahead. Oscar still in striking distance. Okay, both players clean. Tetris Time ahead by 2, now 1. Oscar not quite set up. Might have to take a triple off the top there, reducing efficiency. But opts instead to fill in the left side. Doesn't burn a lot of lines, but took a little longer to get Tetris ready, but now is. Burnt the double. So yeah, a lot of burns from Oscar. Okay, Tetris Time getting close to max out here. Level 26. Boom,
wow,
Tetris to Tetris Time.
Just
one more.
On. His 19 is on point.
Yeah. Efficiency increasing for Tetris Time as the match progresses. Boom, max out for Tetris Time. Ding, ding, ding.
I was going to wait for the other one, but there we go.
Okay. Okay, Tetris Time with another Tetris post.
Here we go, another 29.
Approaching kill screen here. Oscar
double max out, let's go.
Getting the max out. And we hit kill screen speeds with Tetris Time. Board getting a little messy.
He hung the Z right after double transition.
So what's going to happen if Tetris Time can stay alive? What will happen to Oscar? Okay, Oscar now kill screen.
Oscar needs
kill screen play
though.
required.
Oh,
and that was just so close at the end, but Tetris Time's going to take that. Another set of sweeps, bust out the brooms here in dusty Phoenix, Arizona. TetrisTime is going to advance, and what a great show by Oscar. Always, getting so deep here in the regional. But now we know our top two. It's going to be TetrisTime versus DMJ in the grand finals.
It's going to prove us wrong there. 973. Rimper needs one more. She's going to get it. Double max out game. I would say GG's, but we're still going to, yeah.
Separating these two.
Go for the 1.1.
Into 29.
1029. I'm Biggie Mac doesn't get the J over.